In early October, India and Australia met for the first time for 10 years in a test in India, a one-off affair at the Ferozshah Kotla ground in Delhi. And at stake for the first time was the Border Gavaskar Trophy, which will be competed for in every future series between the two countries. The badly cracked pitch, which had a crazy paving look about it, was described by Australia's captain Mark Taylor as the driest he'd ever seen before the start of a test match. It was clearly going to turn, but how much and when was the question. Australia were without the injured Shane Warne, but they did at least win what looked a crucial toss. Spin was introduced after only 8 overs, but it was Venkatesh Prasad who made the breakthrough in the 17th over when Peter Willey adjudged Taylor LBW. Michael Slater played 1 or 2 fine shots, but on the stroke of lunch, Ashish Kapoor, in his first over, turned one at least a foot to bowl Ricky Ponting. Within 3 overs of lunch, Australia had lost 2 more wickets. A poor shot from Slater and some extra bounce from Anil Kumble led to a fine return catch. Steve Waugh then went for a duck, caught behind, playing for more spin than Kapoor obtained.
And a shout there, and he's gone. Steve Waugh has gone for a duck.
Mark Waugh and Michael Bevan both used their feet well to counter the spinners, and the pair added 49 for the 5th wicket. But Bevan's ill-advised pull at Sunil Joshi cost him his wicket.
Across the line, and he's given him.
Much now depended on Waugh, but in Joshi's next over he too was out. A bottom edge sweep onto his pad ballooned unluckily to Rahul Dravid at Scilly Point. Australia, batting without the patience that an uneven pitch demanded, were in serious trouble at 144 for 6. Against quality spin bowling on an unfamiliar surface, the tail were unlikely to instigate a recovery. Debutant Brad Hogg soon went, gloving a delivery from Kumble that bounced off just short of a length. Healy took the attack to Kumble, hitting him over the top for 4.
That's well hit.
And then taking 2 more boundaries in his next over. But Kumble was too much for Paul Rifle, having him taken off bat pad by Dravid.
Loud shout, this time he's gone. Rahul Dravid making no mistake there at Scilly Point.
And in his next over, Healy's hour-long resistance came to an end when he was surprised by Kumble's extra bounce and chopped on. Kumble was then denied the chance of 5 wickets when Glenn McGrath was run out, leaving Australia 182 all out in just 73 overs. Kumble finished with 4 for 63. By their own lofty standards, Australia had batted badly. A lack of application and some poor shot selection had left them a good 100 short of par. India soon lost Vikram Rathore to Rifle, Ponting taking the catch. Sourav Ganguly joined Nayan Mongia and had made only 19 when Healy missed what looked like a straightforward stumping off Peter McIntyre, although the slight deflection clearly deceived him. Ganguly took advantage to play some silky drives and reached his 50 with his 9th 4 off the wrist spin of Hogg. He then used his feet beautifully to hit him down the ground for 6 over long on.
A rare occasion for Ganguly, coming down pitch, but very successful.
But Hogg had his revenge, frustrating Ganguly out for 66 by coming round the wicket. Mark Waugh took the catch to end Ganguly's hopes of scoring hundreds in each of his first 3 test matches. But Ganguly's stand with Mongia had been worth a crucial 131 in 51 overs for the 2nd wicket. Sachin Tendulkar in his first test as captain immediately announced his intentions with 2 4s. But an uncharacteristically loose shot outside off stump cost him his wicket, caught at slip by Mark Waugh via Healy's gloves. Mongia meanwhile was steadily accumulating.
And gloriously driven through the covers. This will go all the way to the fence.
He hit 3 4s in 1 over from McIntyre.
He goes again.
Luck was with him too when he reached 90. A top spinner from McIntyre going straight over the stumps.
Oh!
Well left.
Mohammad Azharuddin quickly hit McIntyre for 3 4s as the Australian spinners continued to bowl too many loose balls, and Taylor was forced to bring back McGrath. The move paid dividends. Azhar bowled for 17, with India 199 for 4.
Just crashed right through him, just as we were telling you. Glenn McGrath in fiery mood.
Australia were now back in the game, but Mongia wasn't to be removed as he went to his maiden Test 100 off 229 balls in nearly 5.5 hours.
Mongia on a debut century, and all the Australians doing what is right and applauding the young man.
Dravid gave him good support as the pair added 51. Australia took the 2nd new ball, and in its first over, Healy took a stunning one-handed catch off Steve Waugh to dismiss Dravid for 40. But there was more frustration for Australia as Joshi made a useful 23, hitting a 6 off McIntyre, as another 53 were added for the 7th wicket. On the 3rd morning, Mongia's 497-minute marathon ended when Rifle finally got one through his defences. His outstanding 152 had come off 365 balls, and thanks to him, India secured a lead of 179. Australia needed close to 350 to have any realistic chance of victory, but their second innings started disastrously when Slater chased a near wide from debutant David Johnson to be brilliantly caught by Azhar for naught. Nor did Ponting last long, departing to a beauty from Prasad.
Oh, well bowled. It's gone right through Ponting.
Mark Waugh helped Taylor add 47 in 21 overs before getting a questionable decision from umpire Willie. And immediately after, Taylor played for some spin from Capel, only to give a bat-pad catch to Rator.
And an appeal, and he's out.
But from 78 for 4, Steve Waugh orchestrated a fight back of sorts.
Second boundary there for Steve Waugh.
Bevan stayed with him for 29 overs before Kumble's extra bounce again proved decisive.
In the air, up goes umpire Venkatraghavan's finger, and this is the wicket India wanted. After that little spell from Johnson, Kumble returns and provides the breakthrough. Michael Bevan is out.
Kumble then had Healy brilliantly stumped as Mongia continued his fine form in the match, and also sent back Rifle with a dipping full toss.
Oh, that might be close, he's given him. How often have we seen Kumble get a wicket like that?
McIntyre managed to stay with Waugh for 20 overs, but Prasad was recalled to mop up the tail.
And the big appeal, and he's given him shuffling across the crease, Peter McIntyre.
Waugh was left high and dry on 67, an outstanding piece of resistance that lasted 4.5 hours with just 5 fours. Kumble took 5 for 67 to finish with 9 victims in the match. Australia's total of 234 left India only 56 to win. Mongia followed his first innings 100 with a duck as Rifle again dismissed him, and Rator was beaten by another off-cutter.
All the way through, nothing in between, his off-stump's gone. And I'm afraid, Jeffrey, there's no not out here for Vikram Rathod.
Tendulkar failed once more, playing on to McGrath.
Sensation here at the Kotla. Tendulkar's gone. India 26 for 3, and the Kangaroos fighting back.
Azhar, though, reeled off 5 fours in his unbeaten 21, as India raced to their target in just 13.2 overs to win by 7 wickets.
And a very, very good result for a young Indian side. At the first time that Sachin Tendulkar has captained India, and he has done it with aplomb and with a very strong victory.
Tendulkar was presented with the Border Gavaskar Trophy by Border and Gavaskar themselves, while Mongia won the Man of the Match award. Taylor criticised the pitch for not being up to scratch, but refused to use it as an excuse for defeat, one which leaves Australia still without a win in India since 1969.
It showed the fact I think we hadn't had a lot of first-class cricket over the last 8 or 9 months. We've played a bit of one-day cricket, but no sort of long games, no long innings. I think it showed in the first day, and it took us to lose all our wickets in the first day to show us how to play for the second innings. We batted a lot better in the second innings.